This week's Torah portion, Parshat Shalach, has a very sad story of the spies in the desert on the way to Israel. The Jewish people left Egypt, and they're on their way trekking towards the land of Israel for the first time as a nation. And they were a little bit nervous about entering, and they told Moses, they said, "Can we go in and just check out the land first?" Now already God had told Moses he thought this was not a good idea, but if this is what you want, then you'll do so, which is a very important lesson by itself, that God guides us only to a certain degree, but we also have to always take responsibility on our actions. And the spies went into Israel, and they saw some great things, but they got nervous as well. And they came back and they said, there's a lot of strong people in this country. We don't think we could go ahead and conquer this country, which of course was a terrible sin, speaking bad about the land of Israel and not trusting in God, and they were punished to wander in the desert for another 40 years. Now we're talking about good people over here, people who meant well, but what exactly went wrong? And one of the explanations is that what went wrong was that their positions in the land of Israel would change. Right now there are leaders in the desert, but when the Jewish people go into Israel, there'd be a king that would be appointed, and their leadership roles, these spies, would be no longer, and they'd have less values and less roles, and they let that get in their way of decisions. We have to always look in life at things which disrupt our decisions, take a step back, saying, hey, am I thinking clearly? Am I saying what the truth is, or just saying what's better for myself? We'll now continue with the singing of Lechadodi, the song we sing Friday night, written by the great Rabbi of Shlomo Alkabetz in the late 1400s. Lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmiyanu kel hamyuchad Hashem echad Ushma hoyachad L'shemo seferes v'lesila Chadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela L'kras Shabbos l'chuvin elcha Ki hi mikor haberacha Meirosh mikedem nesucha Sov ma'aseh b'machshavot chila Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Mikdash melech Ir melucha kumitzi mitoch ha'afecha Rav lach sheves b'yemekabacha V'hu yachamol alayichem la'lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisnari me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei sefartei chalmi Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi giyahala Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisahoreri Kiva horechu miyori Uri shir daberi Gevod Hashem alayich nigla Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela V'hayu l'mshisa shahosayich V'rachaku kameh v'halayich Yosis alayich elokayich Kim sozcha sanal kala Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Yamin u'smal tifrotzi V'yez Hashem daritzi Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi giyala Lechadodi l'kras kala
Oneg Shabbat nekavel abawi b'shalom. Atares ba'ala gamberino v'tzahala. Tochem uneyam segula ba'vikala. Ba'vikala lecha dodi lekras kala. Oneg Shabbat nekavela.
Another one of the lessons we learned from the story of the spies is that they were punished for speaking bad about a land, physical thing, ground and trees and fruit. Usually when we talk about speaking bad, we talk about speaking bad about a person. But what's so bad saying, I don't like this town where I live in, or I don't like my car, I don't like this table or this chair. Like, we're just talking about inanimate objects. What's so bad about that? And what we learn from here is our attitude. If you have an attitude that ground is bad, the weather is bad, things are just bad, it's going to all of a sudden spill over to the rest of your life. This person will be bad, this situation will be bad. The lesson here is to have always positive outlooks and positive attitude. Even if the chair you don't like is not going to be insulted, it's not going to cry and say, hey, you made fun of me, but having that negative attitude towards things in the world is just not a good thing that we should have.
We're now finished with the singing of Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'es Nasa B'chefso Kol Azai Mehelech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kechlos HaKol Levahado Yimloch Nora V'haya V'hu Hoveh V'hu Yiyeh B'sifara V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni Hamshilo Lehachvira V'li Reishis V'li Sachlis V'lo Ha'od V'hamizra V'hu Keli V'chai Goali V'tor Chevli V'yes Nasa V'hu Nisi Umanosli Minas Kosi B'yom Ekra B'yahado Avkid Ruchi V'yes Ishan V'yahira V'yem Ruchi Gev'yasi Ado Shemli V'lo V'ira. And have a happy and healthy week, a great weekend, a great Shabbat. We'll see everybody next week.